Okay, we're back in business, and it just takes some time to get this thing figured out, and for some reason I'm holding it wrong. Okay, all right, never mind. Okay, so what we've got is, where are we? Okay, what we have here is the little walking man. Now, in the previous video, we were showing the butterflies and the double buffering. And what we have done here is expanded on that. Let's make him smaller, but it might be hard for me to talk and hold this at the same time. I've got it in a weird spot. I wish I could zoom on this, but I haven't quite figured it all out. At least it's better than what we had. Okay, so here we are. What we did is we brought in this BAA, big ass array. It is 576 by 256. And what it is, why do some of them show up on top? Okay. It is this array here. I can't remember if we've already talked about this. So you see you've got, or maybe I made a video on this and didn't like it. I don't remember. Okay, so you see walk up is 9 frames, 3, 6, 9, and there's 64. Each one is 64 by 64. And so the whole thing is 576 by 256. I believe I went through all this. So this is the hexadecimal version of that. I converted it in Rinky Dink's page. And I believe we covered all that in another video, not the previous video, the one before that. Okay, so anyway, walking left, you see it is from 9 to 17, and I've got it up here. It looked so funny at the beginning. His little feet were really going crazy. And so I had to put the delay. Oops, come on, get back up there. I had to put the delay in. So we have a delay, no delay, where we use the time, milliseconds, before we move his little legs, and we're moving each frame, incrementing each frame in every 100 milliseconds. Okay, so that's how it is before we move his legs. If we were doing this, I had this initially down here at the bottom where I have the X, and you see right here in the push rotate zoom, I have the X incrementing and moving him across the screen. Well, his little feet were going 90 miles an hour, and so I moved it up here in the delay, and his little feet aren't going crazy. It looked really good, really smooth. Okay, what I need to point out is, though, that we've got the two sprites. So we've got an upper half that's being drawn and a bottom half that's being drawn, and it's right through the middle of him. You can't see, come on, get back over here. You can't see him being split. You can't see the two halves being drawn because it's too fast for our eyes. But the screens, the top part is being drawn, and then the bottom part is being drawn, and they're being swapped out so quick you can't see it with these two sprites here going on. And then on top of that, boy, we did some pretty cool stuff here. For the night, we are doing draw frame, and each frame requires an index, and each of those indexes are these numbers down here across the bottom that I'm showing you, 0 through 8, 9 through 17, for each direction he's going. So right now I've got him going 9 through 17 because he's only walking that direction. And like I said, it is right here. I'm drawing that frame. And what I'm doing in drawing that frame, let's go back up here. I created an array of 4096. That is 64 by 64. So I created this array. And then I'm going in here. I'm actually not using this here at all. I'm using this, I'm loading this array here, this night array. I'm loading him up with all the little values that make up the little walking man. I'll close my sheet anyway. So I'm loading up this array with with 9 through 17. So I load it up. So the first one, you see I've got the W here. The first one is 9. And then, so I load up the array into the sprite, push the image, load up this array that I created up there in draw frame. And I'm only doing that every 100 milliseconds through the loop that I'm changing it. So then it would go 9 and it would increment to, what's after 9? 10. And up through 18, it would keep incrementing up through each image every 100 milliseconds. And so then I push the image, but, okay, down here, push, rotate, zoom, I put the image on the background here, and you can see it flipping from one background to the other, the top or the bottom. And I am putting it in the middle. This minus Y tells it where to draw on this sprite, on the sprite. The Y depends on which screen it is on, sets your Y. Okay, if that is quite ambiguous, yes it is. Okay, so but nothing happens until we do an LCD display and it draws the whole image. Okay, or that's when it actually draws what's been pushed to it. So that's why it is so smooth, and I got so excited about the little guy walking. The next project, I want to add some more sprites first, but actually I need to put some direction buttons down here and make him go up, down, and right and left. I have not done that yet. I wanted to get this done. I wanted to get this background sprite working first, and then we'll go with trying to move him using the touch screen, which is a whole nother ball of wax. Okay, so that's it for today.